Alright. Up, running, go. Alright. Let's get into it. Hopefully everyone's gotten some good sleep. Okay, let's get into Dragon Age and resume. Oh yeah, I'm in here because I was checking out to see what these would do if I clicked on them. They're legitimate side missions that actually don't impact anything. You can just decide when to do them on your own, which is very, very nice. Who do I want inside? Fellow. Arrow, of course. And sister. Sylvia, little sister. I'm my. Really sad. Oh, it's really sad. Oh my god, there's so much stuff here. Oh, go rescue the Viscount's son. We empty out our inventory? Yes, we did. Very good. Very good of us. Bethany.
So, is the Keeper your mother?
I like Bethany. I do. Too bad she's not a real character. Here for sex appeal and having the option.
I planned when I was a child to become Marathari's first. I haven't seen my parents in more than 10 years. I'm so sorry. Get back! My father died in the blast.
Isabella. Isabella. Jesus.
Now you fall! I think that's what I missed the most. The Keeper had a terrible singing voice. Have at you! I'll deal with this.
Hopefully in the next couple years or so, they can actually make another Dragon Age game. A bit more details, but if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. I kind of wish it though. Took care of the Tower Shoth. We must take care of the hell?
Go down!
Huh? Oh? Look at the dog. Good? Jesus. The fuck was that? Oh yeah. I forgot that this game is actually very good with farming areas because you can continuously repeat coming back to each area as many times as you want and there'll always be enemies here. There's never a time where there's no enemies. That's a cave. Is there a trap anywhere around here?
And the world's rid of one more Canary. Easier than I expected. Call the men back. We've got an appointment with the Viscount. Isn't that right, Seamus?
Ashad! You killed him! You Vashedan bitch!
That one of their words. See, that's why you need to be dragged home. You're playing too nice with those things. I'll wager you've gone even further than that. Haven't you, brat?
A little rough for a rescue, don't you think?
Competition? Well, you're too late. The Winters, I, have already claimed him.
Sirrah, if I must go back, so be it. But I will not see these murderers rewarded.
Spoiled shit! I'll cut out your tongue and charge extra for bringing you back quiet. And as for you, I could do with some entertainment while we wait for the others.
You're not even allowed to move. Nope. You're not even allowed to move. Burn you alive, beating the shit out of you. Nope. Not even allowed to move. Not even allowed to move. A little bit. Nope.
Dead
I know.
and good riddance, but she said she was waiting for more. A lot more.
We're not giving you up. Strip the camp, and we'll ready a fitting welcome.
I can't, my ass. Don't you dare fucking kill my dog.
Now you fall! What do you think you're doing?
Oh, Andraste. I've never seen so many corpses. So much blood.
Man, you shouldn't. Man, you've never been to Frouden.
Soil yourself later. There may be more.
And there indefinitely is. Man.
That's right, you heard me.
Do those one more. Jesus.
Ashad never loved, never coddled. You are worth his time, or you are not. They are not the brutes others claim they are. Take me to my father, and I will try again to make him see.
It's clear this was not your first encounter with this Ashad.
I met him soon after their ship foundered. I had run again to escape the keep and my father. Ashad was to map the coast, to find an answer for the Arishok. I had so many doubts. Kunari have none.
They may have doubts, but they don't have to question as much.
I wasn't aware that Kunari take many friends.
Perhaps it isn't the right word. I am the Viscount's son, bound by everything that means. Ashad did not care. We were both seeking something. That was enough.
Huh.
I confess I'm not sure what one does with a dead Kunari.
The body is no longer him, and is worthy of no special treatment. That is, apparently, their way.
Should his people be told?
They will know. Whether they will deign to acknowledge it, I have no idea. There was much of Ashad that I didn't understand, but it was so very worth trying.
We'll leave soon enough, Seamus. Be ready.
I am at your whim, Sirrah.
I need to look around. So much stuff here, Jesus. Fire warning. They have fire damage in this game, but mostly the fire damage we use is a lot worse than what a dragon could spout out, or yeah, pretty much a dragon. That's about it. There's not many fire things. And the rage demons don't really count too much as fire, because if you can knock them out quick, they don't really get very far. I was expecting traps. Maybe that was another time period? Find one for traps. Turn into the Viscount. Anything over here? Okay, we're good. Let's take them back. Report back to the Viscount.
I am ready to leave. And you have coin to collect, I'm sure.
Yeah, let's get back.
Let's go, Seamus. Your father will be waiting in the keep.
Then take me to him. Father.
My son. I thought I'd lost you.
Enough, Father.
Allow me to present one Sarah Hawke, Your Excellency. She fulfilled the bounty.
You have my gratitude. I hope you encountered no great difficulties on my son's behalf.
Yeah, we did.
No problems to speak of, aside from the crowd that tried to kill us.
I was told the Winters had involved themselves. Was there no way to avoid an incident?
They murdered my friend. Where is the concern for that?
It was my understanding you were captured alone. Foolishly traipsing about the coast as you do.
I was not captured. I was with Ashad. The Kunari. They are not monsters to be feared. If you would just try to understand, others would see as well.
Better that you were thought abducted than to have their influence suspected in my own family. Benign or not, it's too much.
Yeah, this is not my affair.
A little too much insight into the office for me.
Your actions are appreciated. The Seneschal will see you out.
Oh, do we have the money? 50 shots, 50 sovereigns, and we should be good. Okay. Have the money we need, we just keep on collecting.
That corner looks dusty. How embarrassing.
Oh, I was like, who the hell is talking right now? Can I go back here yet?
Fine day, Sarah.
Which you're allowed to explore.
I wish the guards.
It's also very wonderful. Okay, we have one more companion to get, and that would be Sebastian.
I've been waiting most of the day.
Young Sebastian. Red Blossom. Oh, that must be something I picked up. Duty Academy, son. Wait, what's this down here? Shepherding Wolf? Oh. Dock, views. Go to docks. And with the way things are in this game, rumors, Act of Mercy. Oh, that lady.
I'll go with this.
What makes the gang so angry at night? Someone should do something about them.
My God. The bubbly airhead known as Meryl. I fucking love her. Oh, dude. When the whole Sebastian dude walked off, he was looking for mercenaries. Was this all people he pissed off, or are we killing them to join him? Doesn't much matter to me, but still. Curiosity. That? See if that shopkeeper's open at night. No, box.
I should have left my good shoes at home.
The hell? Oh my god, hello. Come on.
Let's finish this! There! Now you fall! Away with you! That's enough!
I was hoping to hit both of them.
My goodness, that was exciting.
Always one that disappears and comes back to stab you. Okay, never mind. Damn it, he's not here. Alright. Wait. More dexterity you have, or likely use you to cut more damage. Oh, did you like? Okay. Got two hack stories just right over there.
I lost 2 of my men for damned wheat.
If it flies Amaranthine colors, you sink her.
Careful, lick spittle.
My men and I aren't accustomed to taking orders. The Viscount's pardon comes with strings. If Amaranthine is left unchecked, they will rule the waking sea.
Piss on that. What do I care?
A dozen war galleys hunting your kind to extinction says you'll care.
Monsieur, someone's nearby.
Good, got that bonus. Jesus Christ, Bethany. Kirkwall official. Bethany, why are you down there? Bethany? Baby sister, why are you down here? Damn! That's why I said, why are you down here? Jesus Christ. Got a body. Ugh.
You can handle this, right? I'm just going to lie down here.
Yes, yes, you are injured. Currently. Hopefully you have a post for that. Killed him, learned the information, good to go. Oh crap, okay. Oh, we appeared at the bottom next time. Alright. Oh, hello. I moved maybe an inch, dude.
I don't like the look of
Wait. Oh. No. Sorry, I don't die that easily. You're gonna have to try a lot harder than that. Bethany, you just got bodied by somebody. Go back to a safe area. Why are you running in, sis? Oh, damn, Isabella. Oh. I like the armor. I don't know if it'll be a personal choice for me to take it. What is my armor setting? This improves with you, so it's good to keep it. It's just. This is a set.
Not going to happen.
Hey.
Get a hold of her.
Please, help me. Anyone.
Get the hands! I heard they can't do no spells without hands.
You know nothing of magic.
Now you fall! Get back! Trap! That should do it. Away with you! Go down! What do you think you're doing?
Why did you suddenly get fresh, extra fresh corpses? Where did you get these?
That never would have happened if they hadn't backed that poor girl into a corner. Do you think we can find out who she was?
Oh, fuck. I would still love to be reincarnated in the Dragon Age universe. I would even wouldn't mind being reincarnated as a Darkspawn for a little bit. I don't think I would live very long and my mind would be shattered to pieces, but I would still do it if I kept on being reincarnated as a new thing. Go to daytime, I gotta sell some stuff. Duty! Okay. All we need is a merchant.
So, you've been with women in bed?
I know. Shocking, isn't it? You see, Sweetness, men are only good for one thing. Women are good for 6.
6? Which 6?
Isabella!
I'm trying to tempt my sister.
You're Hawk, aren't you? You used to work with them.
I can't, even if I sell them, it's like 1 cent, so it doesn't matter. Gotta put these back now. Go to a shopkeeper and check to see if they have any armor for my companions. Not like it's gonna do any good against like a dragon, but it's something to have. We have his story. I'm just checking for my allies' armors because they're randomly in stores like this. Check them. Yep, here we go. On it. And a fucking buypack. God, I didn't know there were buybacks. Let's get our final companion. Oh shit, hello.
So, will anyone smite me if I tell you I killed the men who wronged your family?
Excuse me, who are... My post to the Chanter's board? Did Her Grace let that stay? I thought for sure no one even read, but you say you've killed them. You have my eternal gratitude, Sirrah. It is comforting to think my parents might now rest easily in their graves.
You mean all those men killed your fucking family? I thought you were going after them.
Who sent these mercenaries?
My family has ruled Starkhaven for 6 generations. We have enemies, but none who would identify themselves openly. A distant cousin of mine is claiming rulership now, but he is a bit simple. He can be no more than a pawn in this plot.
Surely you have a guess as to who was behind it.
My parents were always prudent in how they handled our nobles. They did not allow rivalries or resentments to flourish. The attack must have come from outside. Kirkwall is our largest trading partner. I came back here to find support for my claim, and perhaps for a clue as to who is behind this foul deed.
Your letter spoke of a reward.
Consider this in advance. When I have secured my lands again, you will be paid royally. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must meet with the Viscount and petition him for aid to a fellow city.
Okay.
How do you do that? Do what, kitten? You sort of swagger when you walk. I've been trying, but I trip of...
She'll pop up again. If not, doesn't matter.
Someone powerful in Kirkwall wants the raiders to attack Amaranthine ships.
As I suspected. You've earned a bonus. You've done Ferelden and Amaranthine a great service.
At all. Finish this up with a son. Like I haven't played the game with the new updates. I played it years ago before they did all these updates and changes, so I have no idea how to actually get Sebastian. If I flop that, well, I flopped it. Bad for the content. It is what it is.
Don't like Darktown? Die.
What potions? Deep road mushrooms. You can get deep road.
I think I found something of yours.
Don't wave that around.
Don't care. I don't even think this is where we find the boy. I think it's another location we should go to. Here we go. This is where we kill him. Oh. Come on, puppers. Gotta fight.
Why, look here, boys. Volunteers. Clap them in irons and let's see what the Tennessee will pay for them.
The fuck did you just say?
I'd make a terrible slave. I talk too much. And I do that.
Nobody threatens me on my ground. Shut this bitch up.
Every last one of your dudes is dead. Oh, we can't attack him. So his shield comes down. Fucking die. Fucking die. Mark of death on you. Anyone else? You guys got him? Good.
Something here that shows where he shipped Fainriel. Looks like they took him to some bolt hole in the Wounded Coast. I wonder if that's near the Injured Cliffs. Or the Limping Hills. Head Trauma Bay. No? Just me? Forget I said anything.
Gotta find this boy.
Do you have a parrot, Isabella?
What would I want a parrot for?
What about a peg leg? Do you have...
I absolutely love Meryl asking questions. Some reason it makes me happy. Jesus, I think it's like dealing with a child.
That book you were reading this morning, Assyrian Spear. I don't think he had a spear in the legends.
He does in this one. Read the description.
Andraste knelt before no man but her maker. But she hadn't counted on the Archon Hessarian. Can Hessarian penetrate the tight-knit defenses of the warrior prophetess? Will she be prepared to face the full blast of his power? Wait a minute. Isabella, this is a vulgar thing.
You want to borrow it?
No!
You sure? It has pictures.
Not listening, I'm not listening.
My God. Oh, it is in that cave. I thought it was there. Okay. No dead rising, no guards. Here? Okay. Place to have a camp. For your money. Not even a door that opens. Okay. I got stuck on the side of the steps. Oh. God, you put him in there.
I'll deal with it.
Oh, there's a mage up there. How did that arrow even do that? Okay. Don't care. I'm up here now.
One less to worry about.
There are just corpses everywhere. I love the ceiling. Road mushroom, baby. And I'm a little concerned whether or not that's lyrium or just like moss growing on the top of that. Hey, I'm not gonna test it. Not eating dip. I'm walking so wary like because I don't want to step on a trap. Trap? Was a trap, I'd be very ashamed. You guys got so many corpses. What's up, bro? Oh, fuck.
Take one more step and the boy dies.
This is as close as I get.
You would have let him kill me. He had a sword at my throat, and you just... I mean, thank you, but what if you were wrong?
But I wasn't.
I'm never wrong.
Huh. That must be convenient. Who are you? Are you working for the Templars?
Fuck no.
Your mother sent me.
Huh. Hardly a difference. I can't believe her. My whole life it was all, I'll love you and protect you. Then I have some bad dreams and it's off to the Templars.
Bro.
I'm here to help you, Fainrail.
Why? You don't even know me.
I've spent my whole life protecting my sister from exactly what you fear.
Is there any chance you'd help me reach the Dalish? That's where I was trying to go. See if they'd take me in. I'm as much Dalish as human.
You'd be alone among the Dalish. Even more than a Dalish would be here.
Compared to being held prisoner, or made tranquil, I'll risk being lonely. Look, I know it's different in other kingdoms, but here, no one helps circle mages. Anything the Templars don't like, you get the brand. The Dalish, they've had magic forever. They could teach me. I won't be a danger, I swear.
It will be your humanity that marks you among the people, not your magic. But I think they will take you.
Do you think they would have me?
Was your mother right? Are you plagued by demons already?
I can't say for sure. I have dreams. There are voices in the dreams. They ask me to come, to give shape to the void around them. But the Dalish Keeper is wise. If anyone can help, she can.
Why would I say go to the circle?
I know the Keeper. I'll make sure she takes you in.
Then she does not hate humans. Oh, you don't know what a relief that is. I knew she could help me. Thank the creators, you were the one my mother hired to find me. I will forever be in your debt, friend.
We should tell his mother. She'll want to know he's alive.
Yeah. Down here. Lost resource. Hello, Corpsey. I've been down here. You weren't down here before. Brand new. The rats in this game must be immensely huge in order to make corpses and skeletons this quickly. I don't fight them. Like no trap, nothing. Oops, is out here. Oh.
Like sailing.
Like it? I love it. The salt spray on my face, the wind whipping by my ears, the gulls screaming overhead. I love it all.
Oh, don't you get sick? I was so sick on our trip across the sea.
Were you in the hold?
Everyone was in the hold.
There's your problem. You need to be up on deck, under the sky, with nothing between you and the horizon. Sailing is like sex.
How did the Daedalus cross the sea?
But do it right.
They usually don't have money. Hey, well, I assume they don't have money, but like people come up and trade for their goods all the time.
Go down!
Well, never mind. They probably have a stockpile of cash just buried underneath a living tree.
Mercy on you! I certainly won't!
It's not always fun and games on the sea, though. There are storms and hostile pirates. And it's trying being cooped up with men who haven't seen a woman in months.
You're a woman.
Exactly. And I don't usually let them touch me, so they get frustrated. I insist all of them get alone time. Helps.
We have found neither hide nor hair of the lad, Fainreal. I can only think he has fallen victim to demons or slavers.
I found this. It was addressed to you. It seems to be from your daughter.
My daughter? Then... you know what she is. How she died. When I traced her to that warehouse, I should have forced her into the circle. My own weakness in the face of her pleas is what destroyed her. It is why I urged Ariane not to give in when Fainreal wished to hide. If only I had been so strong for Olivia.
Pay me or I expose you? That's fucked up. Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about the Templars finding out anymore.
Thank you. She is at peace now. I would not wish to see her name smeared while her ashes are still warm.
It was tempting, but nah, I wasn't gonna blackmail him for that.
Pure ironwood. It's perfect.
The first enchanter has marked up these potions well
What the hell?
beyond the cost.
Check out the shop.
You're from Ferelden.
There's anything in here for my companions.
What's the circle like?
I do need to make a stop at that.
I hear it's better.
Might come in handy one day.
If you could do anything, just anything at all, what would you do?
That's easy. Be normal. No magic. Just normal.
Really? You wouldn't fly across Thedas or eat a cake the size of Kirkwall? Keep a baby griffin for a pet?
Well, now that you say it, the griffin might not be so bad.
I'd name mine.
Your son decided he'd rather be an elf than a Templar prisoner. He joined the Dalish.
What? But he is human. They did not even wish me to raise him among them. But they do value magic more than the men of Kirkwall. Perhaps he can have both safety and freedom. As I said, I have little money. But this is a Dalish ring that has been in my family for generations. Please accept it with my thanks.
Could I have like a refuse that, please? You could have kept that. This is. Ew. It's right now. Harold, here you go. Bethany.
Maker's breath, you get more letters than I do. There's another one on the desk.
No problem. Here's it. Take space. I need 2 lyrium. Okay, I gotta find lyrium. I have silver, right? Okay. Oh, the dwarf. The hell? Anders. Oh, fuck, enemies. Dragons. Oh, fuck. Get out of here, Dragon Ring. Fire is very, very not effective against them. Judgment. Okay. Oh, my bones. I didn't even get a chance to do nothing.
That's enough.
There's one all the way down there that got activated.
Looks like we made it.
Okay, so any items, mysteries? Money. Get a map. Well, if it's directly down there, I'm going this way. Alright. Oh, this is the mages in the cave. Yup, mages in the cave.
Mistress Hawke, Ariane tells me you sought a better path than the Circle for her son, Fainriel. I thought perhaps you would be willing to show mages a kindness once more.
Why would you ask who are you again?
What? You can't be nice yourself?
You are no Templar. You cannot know what a badge of shame that would be. There are a number of apostates hiding in those caverns.
We are not going to kill apostates for you.
I was hoping you might speak to the group. Convince them to surrender peacefully before my fellow Templars arrive.
Who are these apostates? Where did they come from?
These are the mages of the former Circle at Starkhaven. It burned to the ground, and their Templar sent for us to relocate the survivors. Unfortunately, they escaped on the journey. With their phylacteries burned, it has been nearly impossible to track them.
What's a phylactery?
When a mage joins the Circle, the first enchanter takes a sample of his blood. It is used as a focus to track the mage should he escape.
Do the other Templars intend to do worse than recapture the mages?
Sir Karas is a Knight Lieutenant of the Templars, a great crony of Meredith. Should he find apostates hiding from pursuit, Meredith will consider him justified in murdering the lot of them.
Who's Meredith?
You have clearly not been in Kirkwall long. Meredith is Knight Commander. She has changed the rules for mages in Kirkwall. They are less free than elsewhere. Though I dare say she has created as much dissent as obedience.
If you've got this many mages escaping, you Templars aren't too good at your jobs.
These mages have shown they attack Templars on sight. You have a better chance than I to convince them they are better off alive in the Circle than free and dead. Sir Karas hunts them as well. If they have not surrendered by the time he arrives, this will be a bloodbath.
Bro, you just rolled out the corner like you were just waiting for us. Oh fuck, he's using blood magic. Do not let him attack. Do not let him attack. Let him attack. Oh, do not get hit with that.
They've raised the bloody dead. They must be truly desperate. Please tell me we're not going to force these poor fools back into the Circle.
Fuck's sake. Like blood magic. Fuck. Could y'all help not dying, please? I don't have too many of those. Ooh, assassinate. Okay. More cutting. I'm not saving a long time. I'm like, being a mage, well, being anybody and being locked up from like your earliest years, or being taken from your home to be put into a tower with a whole bunch of people you don't know to learn about your magic. I'm like, of course, quite a few are going to want to be able to stretch their legs and explore the world that they're refused. And there are others who would actually gladly like that tower. I'm like, for those who want it, let them stay in the tower. For those who don't, let them free if they're not dangerous. You never predict who's going to be a threat and who can't be a threat. That does not mean you imprison the whole lot. Hey, yo, I'm not a Templar. I'm not staying with these Templars.
My magic will destroy you.
Ooh. Got that good shit.
Maker's blessing. I thought I was going to die down here in this tomb. Are you with the Templars? Please, I need to go back to the Circle. I never wanted to get involved in this. Not when he started making those things.
Why did my frames drop? You frames?
Who is he?
Decimus. It was his decision. He kept saying the Templars would label us blood mages if we fled. Why not use it if it's our best tool? He slit his wrist, and the magic, it rose from the blood and woke the skeletons in the cave. I ran. Decimus is wrong. Blood magic is a work of evil, not just a power the Templars keep from us for spite.
Blood magic actually is evil. It takes from the user and it brings demons into the world of the living. We're not like Tevinter, who actually have mastery over it, so it's best not to play with it.
Decimus is the leader of these mages.
He's crazy. He said with our phylacteries gone, no one could find us. We would be free. I think maybe he set the fire. There must be a demon working through him. No normal man would profane the dead like this.
Someone starts raising undead, and it's all downhill from there.
I've been at the Circle since I was 6. I've heard about demons, blood magic. They warned us, but I never thought I'd see it. The rest of them, they're still following Decimus. He's gone mad. I think he'd kill us all just to take the Templars down.
So Thrask waits outside. You will be safe there.
We spare who we can. The fuck? Are you going Super Saiyan in this bitch? There's a lot of fucking arrow-ridden corpses in this place.
They're here. The Templars have come to take us back to the Circle.
Decimus, no! Stay your hand. These are no Templars.
What do I care what shield they carry? If they challenge us, the dead themselves will meet the call.
Oh, my rib cage. If I kill, I get a little bit of health back. Oh, not again, not again, not again, not again, not again, not again. Oh, I got body. Christ, okay.
May the creators have mercy on you. I certainly won't.
Jam. Oh my god. Body the fuck out of me. God. Yo, dog. Okay, okay. Stop moving, dude. God, he got me good. Oh shit, I gotta get out of this. Oh god, he trapped me. Fucker.
You killed him. Oh, Decimus. You should have listened to me, love. You are one of us. You wear no mark of the circle. How is it you side against your own?
Maybe your lover should have tried hello. We're friendlier than you think.
Decimus gave us the courage to face the Templars. Without him, we would be prisoners still.
If he taught you any of that blood magic, you could have him up and walking in no time.
I warned him. I told him once he marked himself as a blood mage, that was all anyone would see. Please, we only want our freedom. Without your help, the Templars will execute us all for Decimus's crimes.
Well,
if not in the circle, how do you intend to live?
I hear there are places outside the pre-marches where the Templars are not so vigilant.
What do you ask of me?
There is a Templar who followed us. You must have met him when you entered. Kill him, and we can get clear of Kirkwall before the Templars send more men.
Better the death of one Templar than so many innocents.
Will you buy us time to flee Kirkwall?
I will not kill this man.
Leave it to me. By the time I'm done, these Templars will swear that the sky is green.
Your confidence almost makes me believe you. But I spent 2 weeks traveling with these Templars. They strike first and think after. They are far easier to kill than to fool.
I'm not going to fucking murk that Templar. That Templar is actually good. I'm not gonna risk this. Y'all got fucked up. Yeah, I died once myself. Jeez. I didn't actually know if I was gonna actually survive that or not. I had no idea. Bro, I just leveled your ass up. Yeah, my dude, I don't even know how the fuck I even survived that. I didn't even summon my dog or nothing. First instinct, survive. Fucking survive. A boy with a bow, damn it. Boy with a bow. Well, I'm a boy with a bow, but she's a girl. Walk my ass all the way the fuck back. Bitches. My hound is here? Where? What the? This is why, as a rogue, I'm like, the temptation to take the daggers is always good, but I want distance. Rogues are pretty much on the same level of health and weakness as mage. At least in the second and third games. First game, you can adjust that to make yourself a god. So you're pretty much beating up every warrior, rogue, and mage by yourself. That kind of is.
I'll deal with it. So, we won.
Everybody's evolving except me. Hate that. I'll go use my gift of gap to help out. I'm not gonna kill Thrask.
Are you trying to tell me this boy is all that's left of the apostates?
I ran away when they began to use blood magic, sir.
They are not in the caverns, Sir Karas. I have thoroughly explored.
Who is this?
Oh, fuck is this?
I'm the one who's going to get you a medal for putting down this mage rebellion.
I'm listening.
Those freaks were using blood magic, but I took care of them. Their leader ran. He was heading for the coast last I saw him. Your men are in pursuit.
We can still catch up if we go around the caverns. That's the faster route.
The coast, you say? Men, fan out, search the shore. We will retrieve these corpses later. The Knight Commander will hear of the service you did us.
Thank you, my friend.
I didn't think you could do it. Truly, you must be able to charm a miser out of his last coin. I did not think any of us would leave those caverns alive.
It won't be an easy path, trying to live free as a mage.
But it will be my path. Please, accept my staff as a reward. It has the mark of Starkhaven on it. I dare not carry it now. It should bring a good price. Now, we must flee as far as we can before nightfall. Thank you, friend.
Cool. Walked it to you. I can't wait to play this again as a mage. I just wanted to play it one time again as a rogue or a warrior. I usually always choose rogue because it's a lot more difficult than being a warrior. Warrior, you can tank yourself up to Kingdom Come. Nobody will take you. What's happening here? I don't want to fuck with that lady right this second.
I keep thinking I know you from somewhere.
You're Ferelden, right? Ever spend time at the Pearl?
That's it. You used to really like that girl with the griffin tattoos, right? What was her name?
The Ley Warden?
That's right. I think you were there the night I...
Oh! Were you the runaway mage who could do that electricity thing? That was nice.
Please stop talking. Now.
Hear you're having problems with the bone pit. I can help.
Ah, finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do. I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Served me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
What's the reward?
I will pay handsomely. The exact amount depends on what perils you face.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year. The Boon Pit is just outside the city. Any map will show it.
It's very fucking tough. Fuck you. Just the name of it and the way that it looks so bronze.
I thought I remembered a hat shop around here.
Always gotta check the shop. This shop right here is just a setup. God. Waiting for mages to roll up. Up here.
I need to find my wife. Will no one help me?
Of you.
What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Yeah, we're not dealing with that bullshit.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
You should pay someone else. Well, like me. I like being paid.
If you can find Ninette, I will gladly pay you. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
She's your wife, not a dog.
At least a dog could be trained. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance, and they know we have been fighting. They believe this is reason enough for me to hurt her, but I swear, on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
I'll try my best to find Ninette and bring her home.
You should talk to Jethan at the Blooming Rose. I didn't know she visited whores until Jethan sent a letter to our house. He even sent her flowers once. Lilies. Her favorite. Talking about it makes my head hurt. Good luck to you, Sirrah.
God damn it, Isabella. We gotta find out where the wife is. We're not gonna return her home. Fuck. Must do what we must do for profit. Oh.
This fell into my hands. Recognize it.
I had long since paid my debt.
Another fire room.
It's grand to see it again.
Enchantment. I wouldn't have said we would bring her home. At least look for her. Bring nobody back to an abusive household. Like the way shit's gonna be done around here. A Fenrir. What's up? My old boss in a long, long time. What's up, bitch? Can't kill you yet. Not sure on the events that could happen, but I'm sure we fight this dude.
Sometimes I think you have the right idea.
Handcuffs, whipped cream, always be on top.
I never used to give two bits what anyone thought of me. Justice once asked me why I didn't do more for other mages. I told him it was too much work, but I couldn't go back after that. Couldn't stop thinking about it.
Done.
Sometimes I miss being that selfish.
Huh? Were you talking? I was still at whipped cream.
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
Oh, I like him. He reminds me of someone.
He does? Who is it?
Think about it, kitten.
Well, you couldn't have meant Varric because he's not even an elf. Oh, you were referring to yourself. Sorry.
See? I knew it had come to you. I can see why Nanette liked you. You're feisty.
A refreshing change from the pale slug I married. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
Ghislaine knew about you and Nanette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking. He came here, yelled at me, called me a dirty knife-ear, among other things, and accused me of corrupting his wife. We had him thrown out.
Do you think Nanette has come to harm?
I hope not. Everyone loves Nanette. Sometimes twice a night. Ghislaine's the only one who might hurt her, and he doesn't have the balls for it.
Jesus.
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No, I just hope that's what she did. Ghislaine only wants her for her family's wealth. Ninette's a jewel. Elegant, worldly, just the perfect level of depraved. Ghislaine doesn't deserve her.
Were you hoping Nanette would leave Ghislaine for you?
Of course not. I know my place. I offer a service, that's all. Anyway, there was someone else looking for Nanette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
Any chance Ninette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me. Anyway, if Nanette was a mage, I think Emmerich would have said so.
I doubt it, but...
Someone else Nanette spent special alone time with, perhaps?
She always liked men in uniform. You could ask him yourself. Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Nanette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime.
Nope. Now there's a possibility to sleep with him.
Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many, many services?
I have coin in my purse and time to spare. Why not?
I learn new things about you every day.
So boss lady, so you been?
Huh. Well, I just lost a sovereign. Didn't think you'd stoop to our kind again. Or are you not too proud to make some coin?
Pride usually hasn't been my downfall.
Since you stormed off, we don't have anyone who can quite work your magic. If you know what I mean. I sent some men to fence a bit of cargo down at the docks. Haven't seen them since. I'd pay good silver for the safe return of them, or the goods.
Is this anyone I know?
When you left, we had to take on New Ferelden. Volunteers. Lad named Price was leading them. No one of your caliber.
Consider it a deal.
Good. Go to the docks tonight. My boy Price was supposed to meet our buyers from the Carta there. Maybe you can find out what happened.
Hopefully they're not dead. The hell? What's over there?
Hello? Is Anders there? Can I speak to Anders?
You can stop yelling. It's always me.
Oh, good. I didn't want to talk to that other guy. You know, the sticky.
He can still hear you.
I see Brother
Justice and I
Genitivi
are
on there.
Anyway, you wanted to talk to me?
Good
Not
day.
really. I just wanted to make sure it was you.
Please, can you help me? My brother.
What happened to your brother?
Karen was always so devout, so idealistic. He was so proud when the Templars accepted him. I pleaded with him not to join the Order, but he wouldn't listen. You hear dark rumors about the Templars and Knight Commander Meredith. And now my brother is gone.
Keep that.
What do people say about Knight Commander Meredith?
Oh, she has many admirers. They laud the service she does in keeping the mages in check. But others say she is terribly fierce and utterly without pity, that she sees demons everywhere. It is dangerous even to whisper such things.
Jeez. She was already going crazy.
So you think the Templars, what, killed and ate your brother?
Maker forbid. I don't know what happened. He just stopped writing me. I tried to see him, but Knight Commander Meredith threw me out. They won't tell me anything.
Your brother may indeed be in trouble. What can I do for you?
Perchance. In your journeys, if you find yourself in the gallows, ask the other recruits, Wilmod and Hugh, about my brother. They were Karen's closest friends in the Order. If anyone knows where he is, it's them. Maker bless you and watch after you in this endeavor.
Alright.
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you. I've heard you have dealings with certain elements in the city. You can get things done on the sly, as they say.
That's a fancy way to put it.
I am a magistrate in this city, and as such, I wish to hire you for a small, albeit important, job. A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city. I'd like you to retrieve the fugitive and hand him over to the guard.
Why is there such a clamor to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
We're both intelligent people. There's something in the ruins, isn't there?
There is something, yes. There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
It would be easier to seal up the entrance and let the beasts take care of him.
I believe in justice, Ferelden, not unbridled slaughter. I will not let prisoners be eaten just because I don't want to get my hands dirty.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and quietly. Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee, wouldn't you agree?
Okay. Oh, that's Fenris's house. I'm like, who's up there?
Who designed this city? These wide open spaces are terrible for evading guards.
Andarana Tishan's sister.
Ugh. Jesus. Going to the gallows? Jesus. Fail. First sacrifice? What the fuck happened, yo? Go to my house real quick. Fuck.
Raker's breath, you get more letters than I do. There's another.
Really do get more letters than you. It wasn't even a letter for me, it was a letter for Bethany.
I hope Mother convinces the Viscount to give us the estate.
I will talk to the Viscount about our estate.
You go ahead and check to see if there's any missions with Aveline. Nope. Quiet as a mouse. Enemies Among Us is one of those rumored ones Ferris was looking into.
Don't like Darktown? Die.
The fuck? Just in the fucking sewers, my dude? Man, we just be in these sewers, don't we? What the fuck?
That's right, you
We're
heard
already
me.
here. We can't go nowhere.
I love it when a plan works out.
I thank you, Syrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emmerich.
You're older than I thought you'd be. Ninette seems to go for the young, pointy-eared sorts.
What?
Ninette de Carac. I hear she got around. And you were asking about her, so I just assumed.
Preposterous. I was concerned that she was in danger, and that is all. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
That sort of attitude will never pay off.
Ha! I was eager at first, but failure has leached all enthusiasm from me. This all started when Meren, one of our circle mages, disappeared. I found it odd. She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
Between the Circle and Ghislaine, is it any wonder these women ran away?
I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
Yeah, it's kind of a habit when 3 women just disappear randomly.
Doesn't the Circle use phylacteries to keep track of its mages?
We followed her phylactery to a foundry, but found nothing. I had heard of sympathizers smuggling mages through Darktown, so came here hoping to pick up the trail. But no trace of Meren. And as you've seen, asking the locals hasn't made me very popular.
People don't just disappear. Perhaps they were murdered or kidnapped.
We found no bodies, no ransom notes. Those women just vanished.
Don't you hate it when something goes missing? I lose things all the time.
What?
The women. They're missing and you can't find them.
Ah, right. I cannot lie, Serah. I tire of searching. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. I know when to walk away. Here, take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the gallows. I'm too old for this.
A foundry in Lowtown. I should look into that.
I forgot about coming down here. The fuck? You're legitimately a little boy. What the fuck were you smuggling?
Thank you. I thought them coterie men had me for sure. I guess the whole thing was a trap. There were no dwarves when I went to make the trade, just coterie waiting to kill us. They got the rest of the boys. I ran. I was hoping they wouldn't find me here, but they did.
Is that Athenril's rival criminal guild or something?
More like she's their rival. A small one at that. What I hear is the coterie controls most crime in Kirkwall, and they don't like competition.
So, will you be running home to tell Mama crime doesn't pay?
My mama was ripped in two by one of them big horned darkspawn. It's just me and my sisters now. Working for Athenril's the only way to feed the girls.
True.
I'm taking the goods anyway.
Ethenril told me this was my last chance, or we were back on the streets. I don't know what we're going to do now.
Okay, I didn't lose any reputation with the others. I'm like, shit. I'm like, sorry, kid, I made a deal. You made a deal as well. Fulfill your end of the bargains or you die. If there really are little sisters, I'm deeply sorry for that, but shit. The world is ugly and cruel. Of course, the people don't have to reflect it, but damn if it's hard not to reflect it. Yo, I don't want to get right in the middle of the fucking road.
Here, miss. Word is you're looking for help. And paying well.
I need someone native to the dark places beneath Lowtown. If you claim as much, yes, I will pay.
I am. Let's just step into this alley and me and my fellows can have a look at the money on offer.
Can you get this deep into Lowtown and be that stupid?
Come on, Frames. Why are you dying?
Can you save someone so intent on being foolish?
Man, of course it's right where I have to go, of course. You fucking assholes.
Well, thank you for your timely intervention. I am out of my element.
Surely you didn't realize that just now.
I had to come here to get the type of person I need. Someone of bloody skill, but also integrity. Perhaps the kind who might leap to someone's defense. I have a charge who needs passage from the city. If you are willing and capable, meet me at my safe house nearby.
How do you have a safe house?
I just saved you in an alley, and suddenly we're in business?
You're in Lowtown. What grand scheme could I be interrupting? Varnell!
Not so helpless, I see.
I hope you will come. This matter only grows more urgent with time.
Man, what the fuck? Man, I can't get over that. They actually have Hawk's freaking staff from the trailer. And it's not even all that strong at all. That's fucking sad. It's a fucking mess of demons and shit. Ooh. Okay, so it does work with a bow. Okay, I thought. Okay, it's different. Okay, good. I like that. I like that a lot. For some reason, fire hits Abomination different.
Something is going on here, and I don't like it.
Creepy shit with fucking demons and shit. Oh, okay. That's you don't even have toes. Motherfucker was right up here. The fuck? It's a sack of fucking bones.
books or leisure.
A severed hand, a ring, and a pile of bones. Emmerich will want to see this. And I should bring the ring to Ghislaine. It might belong to Ninette.
Man, those desire demons, they be tempting.
You heard about that Deep Roads expedition?
Look at this chicken.
Yorick. 2 more passes to go.
I see the NPCs talking privately.
If I don't find a dress for tonight, I'll be laughed out of Kirkwall.
The deal went sour. I brought back your goods.
These damn fool Fereldans. Your family's the only one with enough brains to divide among them. You've always been a professional, Hawke. Here's your cut. If you're ever looking for more work, I keep my books right here. Feel free to sign yourself up.
Jeez, what are these books?
Good job, Hawke.
I wonder how Grace is doing.
Recognize your mage? This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
If they're not dead, watch out for a bunch of boneless women flopping through the streets.
Show some respect. I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
Oh, now they're throwing money my way? Jesus.
Do you know a recruit named Karen? His sister is looking for him.
We cannot speak to you, Messer.
To the void with that. Karen and the others are missing.
But our orders...
The Knights aren't doing anything to find them. Maybe it's time to ask for outside help.
I wasn't even certain Karen was missing. Who else is gone?
The first ones disappeared weeks ago. There's been at least half a dozen. Wilmot and Karen were the most recent.
You're already defying orders to talk to me. Might as well share the good stuff.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Figures.
And you honestly believe that?
Recruits keep going missing.
Wilmot came back.
What?
He did. I saw him this morning.
What else do you know about the initiation?
You hear about some questionable things that the Order must do these days. The Knight Commander only wants Templars that can do what must be done.
Andraste alive. She's killing recruits that might question her orders, isn't she?
That's rubbish. She wouldn't do that.
If Wilmerd came back, he might know more about the other missing recruits.
I bet he would.
Wilmerd told me he was going outside Kirkwall. Clear his head, he said.
Why didn't you tell us this?
Knight Captain Cullen ordered it, right before he chased after Wilmerd. That wasn't too long ago. If you hurry, you may catch them on the road.
Oh, I forgot Cullen was in this. Okay, this is a good place to save. You all have yourselves a good day, as much as you can. Stay safe.